Welcome to the CCDC 14 Guide to the Design-Build Stipulated Price Contract. The CCDC 14 is a key standard contract in Canadian construction created by the Canadian Construction Documents Committee. The CCDC 14 brings both the design and construction under one party, making it simpler to manage complex projects. Whether you're dealing with tight deadlines, detailed designs, or just want one team responsible for the whole project, this contract helps make things run smoothly. Mastering the CCDC 14 could be the game changer that sets your projects apart, ensuring smoother operations and fewer headaches. Don't miss out on the chance to take control of your next project. If you're ready to stay ahead and gain the upper hand in the industry, make sure to watch this video until the end. We'll break down the main points, explain how risks are shared, and show you the best ways to use this contract on different types of projects. Stick around to learn how the CCDC 14 can help improve your next construction project.
Overview of the CCDC 14 contract. The CCDC 14 establishes the relationship between the owner and the design builder, allowing the owner to contract one party to manage both the design and construction phases. The contract is part of the CCDC's suite of standardized documents, which streamline project administration and risk management by providing consistency across construction projects. Design-Build methodology. In a design-build model, the owner contracts with a single entity to deliver both design and construction services. This differs from traditional models, such as design-bid-build, where the owner contracts separately with a designer and contractor. The design builder's primary advantage is the integration of design and construction, which can lead to time savings, cost predictability, and reduced conflicts between designers and contractors. This method is particularly useful for projects requiring a high degree of collaboration or projects where design evolution may benefit from early contractor involvement. 2. Key provisions of the CCDC 14. The contract is divided into several critical parts, each addressing different aspects of the owner-design-builder relationship. Below is an outline of the primary sections of the contract. 2.1. Agreement between owner and design builder. This section establishes the foundational terms of the contract, including design services and the work. The design builder agrees to provide both design and construction services. The design builder takes on responsibility for the scope of work as defined in the owner's statement of requirements, which specifies the project's objectives, standards, and any special considerations. Agreements and amendments. This article outlines how supplementary conditions and amendments to the contract will be handled. Any changes to the contract documents are incorporated here. Contract documents lists all documents that form the contract, including drawings, specifications, and addenda. Contract price and payment defines the total price the owner will pay for the completed work, broken down into progress payments and final payment upon substantial completion. 2.2. Definitions section. The contract includes detailed definitions of terms to prevent ambiguities, such as owner's statement of requirements. This is the document provided by the owner that specifies the project scope and objectives, which the design builder will develop into a detailed design. Substantial performance of the work. The point at which the project is sufficiently complete to be used for its intended purpose, even if minor deficiencies remain. Change directive and change order. Mechanisms for the owner to alter the scope of the work or address unforeseen circumstances. A change directive allows the owner to direct changes that affect cost or schedule when the terms of a change order are not yet agreed. 2.3. General conditions. The general conditions govern the relationship between the parties and outline the obligations, rights, and duties under the contract. Part 1. General provisions. Contract documents establishes the hierarchy of documents, giving precedence to specific documents in case of discrepancies. Confidentiality and assignment specifies that contract information should remain confidential and outlines the rules for transferring rights or obligations under the contract. Part 2. Owner's responsibilities. The owner is responsible for providing information. The owner must provide the design builder with the necessary information for design development, such as site information and legal parameters. Owner's advisor. The owner may appoint an advisor to oversee and review the design builder's performance and the project's progress. Work by others. The owner must ensure that any work by other contractors or forces on the project site does not interfere with the design builder's performance. Part 3. Design builder's responsibilities. The design builder is responsible for control of design and construction. The design builder controls all aspects of the project's design and construction and must ensure the work meets all contractual requirements. Subcontractors. The design builder may subcontract portions of the work but remains fully responsible for the performance of all subcontractors and suppliers. Schedule management. The design builder must prepare and update schedules that meet the owner's deadlines and ensure coordination of the design and construction phases. Part 4. Allowances. Allowances are a mechanism for the owner to allocate funds for certain items that are not fully specified at the time the contract is signed, allowing flexibility during the design phase. Part 5. Payment. This section outlines how the design builder will be paid. Progress payments. The owner will make periodic payments based on the work completed. Holdback. Release. In compliance with lien legislation, a portion of the payments is held back until substantial performance is achieved and all liens are resolved. Final payment. Once the work is substantially complete and any deficiencies are addressed, the owner will make the final payment. Part 6. Changes in the work. Changes are managed through change orders. Formal adjustments to the contract that both the owner and design builder agree upon regarding changes to price, scope, or time. Change directives. Issued when the owner requires changes, but the parties have not yet agreed on adjustments to the contract terms. Part 7. Dispute resolution. The CCDC 14 emphasizes structured, efficient dispute resolution processes, including negotiation and mediation. These are the first steps in resolving disputes before escalation. Arbitration. If mediation fails, disputes can proceed to arbitration, where a binding resolution will be issued. 3. Risk allocation in CCDC 14. One of the central themes in the CCDC 14 contract is risk allocation. By integrating both design and construction under one party, the design builder assumes responsibility for coordinating the project, managing subcontractors, and ensuring that the design meets the owner's needs. This shifts significant risk from the owner to the design builder, particularly in areas related to coordination issues, construction defects, and design errors. However, certain risks remain with the owner, such as site conditions and unforeseen regulatory changes. The contract also includes provisions for addressing delays and additional costs that might arise from changes or unforeseen circumstances. 4. Applications and best practices. 4.1. When to use CCDC 14. CCDC 14 is particularly useful for projects where tight timeframes are a priority. The integration of design and construction can result in faster project delivery since construction can begin while the design is still being finalized. Owner desires a single point of responsibility. The design builder assumes full responsibility for both design and construction, reducing the potential for disputes between designers and contractors. Complexity of design and construction requires collaboration. Early collaboration between the designer and builder can improve the efficiency and feasibility of the design, leading to fewer design changes during construction. 4.2. Project types. Suited to CCDC 14. Infrastructure projects, bridges, highways, and transit systems that require seamless integration between design and construction. Institutional buildings, hospitals, schools, and government buildings benefit from the efficiency and collaboration facilitated by the design-build model. Commercial and industrial facilities, warehouses, manufacturing plants, and office buildings often utilize design-build for its cost predictability and faster completion. 5. Challenges and considerations. Despite its advantages, the CCDC 14 contract also presents several challenges. Owner's control over design. While the owner provides a statement of requirements, control over the design process is largely ceded to the design builder, which can be a disadvantage if the owner has very specific design expectations. Complexities in pricing. Adjustments. Managing changes through change orders or change directives can be complex. particularly if the owner's requirements evolve during the project.
The CCDC 14 offers a streamlined, integrated approach to managing construction projects. By placing both design and construction responsibilities under the design builder, this contract minimizes the risk of disputes between designers and builders, promotes efficient project delivery, and provides cost certainty through a stipulated price structure, while it places significant responsibility on the design builder. Well, that's all for today. I truly hope you found this video helpful and enjoyed the content. If you did, I'd really appreciate it if you could like the video, share it with your colleagues or friends who might benefit from it, and subscribe to stay updated with all our latest insights. By doing so, you'll ensure you never miss out on valuable tips that could make a real difference in your projects. Thank you for your support.